What it do, YouTube? I am your boy DJ, and I'm here with my co-host Brandon. What's popping? Oh, I think I still got you muted, my boy. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Really? I don't know why you got to. My man up here, double time. I'm gonna start calling my man double time.
Yeah, I had to figure out. Your boy came in and then he left, but anyways, you know what I'm saying. We are back with another episode.
He's trying to get on the laptop.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, we're back with another episode of Off the Please Ain't. After 2 week hiatus, because Brandon didn't want to come on here. He was full of shit. We got to blame somebody.
Got blame somebody. You right here, bro. It's two of you right here. You could have had this same setup. Could have been left and right.
I had the same setup. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just jumped. We got two of OMG. You told me to go out and watch the stream. No, I actually didn't forget. I actually upgraded the stream, so I just added an extra camera to myself. I'm just that type of person. But anyways, yeah, man, we're just back with a little, you know what I'm saying, quick little snippet, quick little episode, you know what I'm saying? Brandon was supposed to have a guest on here, but evidently his guest came in and I don't know what happened.
Oh, he be back. I just texted with him. So we're gonna be introducing a new breeder on the block. This is first year, so we gonna have, hopefully he has some questions to ask the chat and get some knowledge of the industry and of the hobby for real. We had his first clip this week.
Hey man, get your dog, bro. So we gonna get it all. We're gonna introduce him and all that. But
my dog trying to play the piano. My dog trying to play the piano over here. Let me go. Let me go.
I'm about to mute your ass or remove your ass. So you choose one. You got too much to say. It's two of me right now, so I'm about to mute your ass or remove your ass. Straight up. Man, what's popping? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Better late than never. Big shit. Nah, but I do have some good news though, y'all. Like I literally had I had my fifth clutch of the season. Just dropped out yesterday. That female finally dropped. This note got a little acid in, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can see the rest of that. I'm gonna drop the egg from the video on YouTube later on this week, probably by Friday. I just gotta finish editing. I already got the footage set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. What's popping? Well, we're gonna go ahead. I'm trying to wait, bro. God damn. You look, I forgot, but you forgot. You already jumping into shit before we even get into it for real. Like, I'm trying to let some more people drop in and let them folks say hey and all that good shit. This man already just dropping in. He talking about me. Talking about I'm the one that
listen, he's supposed to be running it as he goes, bro.
Nah, that's your problem, bro. You always trying to rush through shit. It's a process. Enjoy the process. That's your problem.
What's up? What's up, Nicholas? What's up, Ken?
I will remove you, son. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Playing with me. Anyway, let's see who is in the chat. Got your boy James. What's popping from JNS Exotics? No, stay still rocking with us for sure. Hey Zeus been bullshit. I'm gonna put his shirt. He got his shirt on. Let me show that man shirt off. I don't want him to say I'll never wear his shirt. You did. Take that thing off, man. You see, pause. You see how you ain't take it off then. No, I'm saying the other time you normally will be ready to take it off, but I had to show my boy Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Man, put it on the other camera. This camera fuzzy as hell, boy.
Nah, that camera fuzzy. How that camera fuzzy? It's 1080.
There you go.
1080. Rising circuits.
That shit like 10-2.
Look like your mama.
Hey.
Don't worry, look like 10-2. Like 10-2.
I ain't. Hey.
We on one of these. I should have had me a little drink for Ro. Since Cinco de Mayo was the other day, and he was Mexican on sophisticated ignorance. What they call it? Romel. Hello, Romel. Let me see what else we got in here. We got Big Kurt, old man Kurt in here. Cheech and Chong looking ass. He was talking shit for sure. Always talking shit. Banner said we was late. You know, Banner got clocks on everybody, bro.
Hey, I swear Banner got like She got like 5 laptops set up. She be watching everybody shows, everybody, everything at all times. Hey, Banner be everywhere. Banner told me you gotta watch more lives, and you know what? I took that to heart, and I started watching lives. So every time I see Banner, I just
did you really?
Right?
Yeah, Banner definitely making an impact in the game though. She coming in, she'll hit the floor running, man. She got that strangers, some strangers. What we got here? We got Vickers. I think my laptop little
Definitely
keypad kind of messed up, but we got Vickers definitely in here. What's popping?
Buying like the female Bosa.
We got we got Ken. Yeah, she's definitely the female Bosa. We got Ken. I ain't seen Ken. I ain't heard from Ken in a minute. Ken on
Ken again.
He don't rock with
Can be busy, man. Can be busy. Can be rocking.
Banner said I'm extra zesty. I'm zesty because I got 2 cameras, Banner. How you really feeling? I thought you was on my side. I had to represent for Jesus. Of course, you already know the big bro in the building was popping. Hey, I just finished watching y'all video too. Shout out to KG from Bomb Project. What they said, it ain't a bomb unless you got it ain't a project unless you got a bomb, and I always fuck that shit off. But Brandon, we need to go ahead and start getting some snakes from KG. I need some merch.
Man, I'm working on that.
Damn, bro. So you talking shit about me in my face about me in the chat?
I ain't said.
That's why.
That's what happened when you kick me off, bro. That's what happened when you kick me off, bro.
Yeah, that shit.
Hey, I want to send a big shout out to Will too, though, man. That man he be looking out for sure, man. That man be definitely keep me in the pocket.
Did he keep you in the pocket? Did you tell Will what you recently got?
I didn't yet. I ain't told. I ain't told my people I normally reach out to yet. I'm gonna make a whole video about that. I'm gonna wait till I go down there and pick everything up.
Are you gonna actually do a video? You gonna do like a vlog?
Yeah, just let him tell his side of it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I feel it. Not Kurt talking about he was in Warzone. Kurt, no, he trash. Oh damn! Did I miss Fred? Oh, Fred, my bad, bro. Big Fred in the build. Well, you know, my OG, he older than me, so Fred in the building. I was about to say little Fred, but you know what I'm saying, because Fred shorter than me, but you know. Nah, man, I just be showing love to everybody. Y'all know I don't mean shit. I just love y'all, man. Y'all do. Ken said he been busy as a mofo, but he should be back around more often. For sure, bro. I look forward to that, bro. I ain't talked to you in a minute, man. Hey, y'all go with this damn glitzy shit. Yo, let me tell you something. Let me explain to y'all this story of this glitzy shit, because I think Prophecy got all y'all heads fucked up. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You can hear me?
You said something.
Yeah, I think Prophecy got y'all. No, pause, nigga, because I already know you was going with that. Prophecy got y'all heads fucked up about me eating a hot dog on live. First of all, I did not eat no hot dog on live. I went to the Quick Trip gas station and went inside. Prophecy was on live. I cut my entire camera off. He didn't even see what even went down on the other side of the camera, and it wasn't even that serious at all. And I was selling somebody a bearded dragon. So I'm like,
hey, like KG said, man, if you comfortable with your sexuality, none of that stuff gets to you, bro.
It ain't
KG was on that jump. KG was on that gobbling the churros, dipping and everything.
Man, you eat your churros. I'm just not over here gobbling glizzies.
Man, I had one at the Nationals game, man. That junk was bomb, bro.
I'll go with the Spoonalicious. I'll take the Spoonalicious, bro. I had the cheesecake. The cheesecake was damn good, bro. I can't even. I'm not even gonna. Bosa got me with that one, man. Bosa got me with that one. But yeah, man, I know y'all came in to talk about snakes. So, Brandon, let's talk about some snakes, man.
All right, man. What you got going on?
How your season?
Matter of fact, my season straight. Hey, he definitely was, man. My season going straight. I got Clutch already done. I already know about that. That's the banana GHI stuff. I just had a clutch of bales hatch out. I got eggs in the incubator right now from my pad to the Ultramel het pad. Those in the incubator right now. And I got this big normal. I paired her to like 3 different things. So I don't even know 3 different males. So I don't even know what's going to come out of that, honestly. So that's what I got going on right now. I point to the couch. That's the piano.
You point to your couch.
They keep letting the daggone dog down here. Move. Thank you. They keep letting the goddamn dog down here.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I got
famous, bro.
Man. That dog trying to be part of the game. But yeah, this one of my newest shirts. I might not drop this one. I like how he separated everything out for me. Took everything off the peace sign. Everything that's on it is on the side over here. And I like how he did that. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the show we did, bro. How you feel about the show?
Hold on, son. I asked you a question. What's wrong with the side?
I said I like how he took everything off the peace sign. Because in my actual logo, all of this stuff right here is inside the peace sign.
Yeah, I know the peace sign.
Yeah, like how he took it off the peace sign and put it over here on the side. It still got all the representation of all the animals I keep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what are the paws for? Like so, 2 different type of paws. The dog and what's the other one for?
That's a dog and that's a cat. That's a turtle. That's a lizard and that's a snake. I ain't got a cat. I ain't got a cat. So I'm gonna just say that's a ferret. That's a ferret. That's a ferret paw print right there, buddy. That's a ferret.
You a merch percher. Merch. Oh, that's a damn tongue twister. You a merch perper.
What's a stingray? Where you see a stingray at? That is a stingray.
I guess you thought that snake was maybe the turtle.
I don't know what the sting. Where I don't know which.
I don't know what you got going on.
But yeah, once I'm still in the process of figuring it out. So my cousin, he got clothing line and stuff. So he makes shirts and all that stuff, pants, everything out straight out of his house. And he local to me. So I did some work for him the other day, and he was like, "Let me throw you together a shirt right quick." So he went ahead and did that. I actually like the quality of it. I'm gonna wash it a couple times. Want to see if it'll fade, crack, any of that type stuff. Before I just start selling these, pushing them out. So right now I'm still doing the Printify shop, rock like that. But this ain't on the Printify. This is some exclusive right here. This just might be a solo dolo. Yeah, it's my. Oh, she said the turtle. Yeah, it's definitely.
You just talking and not reading. But what's good, Stan?
I know I'm supposed to be reading.
Man, anyway, do you want to talk about the show? You say you want to talk about the show, right? So let's talk about the show. So the show that recently, for y'all that don't know, since I don't have I didn't put the I got the footage. I just haven't made the YouTube video yet. I did my first reptile show of the year. Period. You know what I'm saying? Vending on my own. You know what I'm saying? Selling my stuff or whatever the case may be. Yes, Dan, you're a little late. I upgraded the StreamYard, so I wanted to mess with the 2 cam situation and see how it goes. Catch 2 different angles or whatever. But I did the first first show, the show that I first for the first time this season was the Show Me Snake show. Shout out to them, that staff over there. They was actually pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? A couple of pros and cons or whatever. But for my first show, I don't think it was too bad. Sold about 7 animals. But for my first show, I think that was pretty dope. 8. Yeah, 8. Yeah, because I definitely sold one after the show too. So 8. Not too bad, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely get into it. Brandon came down and helped your boy out, you know what I'm saying? First time we actually linked up for the first time. And it will be around some reptile shit. But and it came down, came to Atlanta. It was your first time in Atlanta, ain't
it? Yeah. That's my first time in Atlanta.
We didn't get to show in the entire city because what I'm saying, it was just for a weekend. But next time we'll actually get out and parlay a little bit. But other than that, we can talk about the goods, the bads, and the ugly. So I'm gonna start off with you since it was it's actually your first show bending too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like bending, like what I'm saying, actually. Yeah. So what were some of your takeaways from that show?
You gotta talk to everybody.
The overall.
I mean, I feel like the show was good. There was a lot of pet people in there. There's a lot of people in there that didn't have animals or they were just sort of getting into it, you know what I mean? So what I took away from it is what all the big time breeders say, you know what I mean? Like all the successful show vendors, they always say you got to talk to everybody when they walk by, no matter how many times they walk by, no matter how long they want to sit there and talk. It was a couple people, man, they came back 3 times. Like we basically had to sell. We knew we had to sell. They told us we had to sell, but they had to go do this and do this and do this. So it was just like we probably spent about an hour with just one person, you know what I mean? Just keeping them engaged and let them know like we here to support you now and in the future. You know what I mean? Like it's not just take this animal. All right, we gotta talk to somebody else now. You know what I mean? So it's definitely it was definitely an eye opener in terms of that to me. And it was real. Like if you don't talk to somebody, they keep walking straight past. They just keep pushing.
I totally agree. It was definitely a different experience. Like, so I have bended with somebody before where it was their animals on the table. So like, of course, they did a lot more of the talking. Even though I have I've talked up some stuff or whatever the case may be, but like you said, you definitely gotta talk to everybody. Even hey, what's up, sis?
What it do?
I'm gonna blow you up now. You don't shouldn't have
no.
That popped up on the camera.
I get my head up.
Yeah, nah. I definitely agree though that you do have to talk to everybody, bro, because like you said, they'll walk straight by you and act like they'll look at the table. You'll have some nice stuff, and they'll definitely like what you got, but they ain't gonna say nothing if you don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that interaction is definitely key when it comes to selling at these shows. I definitely realize that. Also, presentation. I really think presentation is big. Everybody that was there pretty much had dope presentations, man. Not here go my illegitimate stepson. Talking about why he gotta look at me twice. Either you want to get some allowance or you don't, bro. You gotta make up your mind, son. You gotta make up your mind. But nonetheless, now with the show though, like I definitely had some good takeaways from the show. Definitely had. I don't know if y'all do keep up with my Instagram. I had posted one of the responses we had got back up. We actually got one of the customers that I had, she got a snake for her daughter, and her daughter's about 7. You know what I'm saying? And she definitely she got a pod. She definitely got she did all her research prior to her and her mom. They're probably on here watching now. Shout out to y'all, man. I definitely appreciate y'all because you know what I'm saying. That's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? Like the interaction with other folks to get them in the hobby, and I enjoy it. Like that's what makes it worthwhile every time. You know what I'm saying? Especially getting kids involved and just to see the expression on their faces when they get that new animal. You know what I'm saying? And just like the animal, like having them interact with the animal, and the animal actually it seems like they're bonding. You know what I'm saying? Like that interaction is golden, bro. And every time I just feel like savor those moments for real. So, I definitely appreciated it. The love that everybody was showing and all that extra. Kid, don't be on my show advertising your show, man. I do it for you at the end.
That's Stan, bro.
Oh, that's Stan. Same thing, but nonetheless, I ain't read the name. I just seen that they had a red line on there. Y'all make sure y'all go catch out the Stan them show after this show. Cause they definitely got a good person on there, man. Robin for Redline, man. I'll be having his stuff on my table too. You know what I'm saying? From Redline shipping. Suffering from the demon. That's y'all suffering, man. You want me? I'll cut the camera off, bro, since you ain't on me like that.
Hey, do you, bro? Do you?
Eric be hating on me too much, bro. I ain't even got the energy to go back and forth with these youngins tonight, man. He old but young at the same time. You seen his head on that last episode when I think he came on Weird Show and I had to crack on him real quick and he looked like Mr. Potato Head. I don't know if y'all saw that. But you know what I'm saying? That's why he threw that head on real fast. But you know what I'm saying? Nah, you don't have to give me no grief. You don't have to give me no grief. I just had to get you back. But nonetheless, I'm gonna show y'all some snakes. So I hatched out a clutch recently. I proved out my dinker female she turned out to be het pod. Surprised the shit out of me because I was not expecting that. So she was paired to Professor X. I'm gonna show y'all Professor X. Professor X is my Gene X Pie male from Bob Boo. So if y'all can see that. But yeah, let me show y'all why. Run me up, Brandon. Pause. I do it to myself. Pause. Come on, bro. Click on it, bro. Oh. Anyway, so this is Professor X, my Gene X Pie, boy. Turn this light down a little bit. Y'all can see. I don't know if y'all can see that pattern. This ain't no regular pie pattern. You need. Now y'all be wanting to see snakes when y'all come on here, so. All right, so that's him.
You got the other camera still loaded?
Nah. Should I put it back up?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah,
I can.
put that one back. You just want to see me? All right, hey, it's all good, bro. All good. Yeah, use that camera for the video.
Right. Yeah, it ain't that easy. It's easier said than done, my boy. Anyways, definitely easier said than done. Come on, big mama. So this is the mom. This is the mom. Yeah, I can see mom got them trap markers. That's why I even put her to the pod in the first place, because I was like, well, hell, maybe she might prove out hip pod.
Yeah, for sure.
Trap markers. You know what I'm saying? So that's mama. So we did come out with 7 healthy babies. One of them actually I thought was gonna he got tangled up in the what that thing called? By the umbilical cord a little bit. So I had to kind of like, so I had to kind of like rotate that to get him switch cams blurry. Well, I was showing the snakes on the good camera, I thought.
No, that's what I said. Yeah, that one blurry.
This one.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. Use that one. I said use that one, the one that you're waving at.
Use this one?
Yeah, the front facing one.
No, use this one for the snakes. Yeah, that's what I was using. No, wait, what camera am I using for the snakes? This one?
This.
You want to see the snakes on this camera?
Yeah.
All right, so this is This is my laptop camera. This camera, I don't think is necessary. This camera looks blurry.
Yeah.
On it's blurry or it's focused or it's focused.
It's blurry.
Nah, I think what it is it's focused. It's blurry. Still blurry.
Like it's like grainy looking. It looks like it's pixelated.
Oh, I don't know.
It's the Insta360 camera. Oh, that's the one on, I think that's the one that's on they be selling on TikTok. Might be that one.
How come I popped up twice? All right, hold on. Let me get this straight real quick. All right, it's still grainy. No, Brandon, go back to the other camera. It's still grainy.
Yeah.
It's still grainy on y'all end. It's clear on my end. That's weird.
Nah, that jump fuzzy.
It's fuzzy, like bad.
Yeah.
All right, well, fuck it then. I'll just show y'all on this camera. All right, so let me go get the babies real quick. Hold on.
Man, I will say these babies, these jumps is lit. Like these jumps is G-Nex pads. They are super busy. Jumps lit.
All right. So this is what I'm thinking to be the G-Nex pod, head pod of the group. So honestly, in person, it's a lot more orange. It's orange and shit compared to the normals. Not gonna really, the camera really ain't gonna give it too much justice. But then it also has those blushes and that funky ass pattern. I don't know what G-Nex does. Belly. All that. Come on now. Not you don't want to comply to that belly pattern, that head pod influence silver. Right? All right. So that's the G-Nex head pod. I want to say this one is a male. If I'm not mistaken.
You holding any of them back? You holding any of them back?
Yeah, the G-Nex pods. The two females. All right, so this is of course a normal head pod. And you can tell, like, just look at the belly, of course, they got the trap markers. Ain't no blushing, just look like a regular ass head pod. What you scared for? What you scared for? I mean, the pattern's still a little, super normal-ish. Super normal-ish. All right. Let me show y'all the first pod out the boot. So this, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. We got that orange as hell on the sides, but that pattern is fucking ridiculous, bro. The pattern. My damn name, the name thing in the way.
Just move this nigga the other way. There you go.
Hold on. Look at that pattern. So y'all think this? I did a post on Instagram. You need to invest in a light box so you can show off the snakes. Man, how about you you buy me a light box? I had a light box, but you can buy me a light box And I gladly take that into consideration. But nah, I feel you on the light box though. I know. Look, man, this YouTube thing wasn't supposed to go as high as it's going. It was supposed to be something fun to do at first. I wasn't trying to do all this extra investing into it. But nonetheless, look at that pattern, like a scarecrow, like a scarecrow face. So I think this is the Gene X pod. This is the male. He would definitely be for sale. We have a few more meals on him.
Yeah, all of them pretty busy for real. They all go pretty crazy.
I think this one might be, and I'm confused on this one because the oranges really pop on him as well, but it's, oh, come on now. His pattern. I don't know why you acting like that. I don't know why they acting so scary all of a sudden, because they were acting like that not too long ago. Okay, his patterns are a little different. I don't know. Maybe this one's the normal pod. Or not. This one might be Gene X too. Shit, honestly, I'm going to keep it above with you. I think all of them might be Gene X pods, all the visual pods. The pattern is too crazy. It don't give me that regular. And I'm going to show y'all why I say that, because now keep this in mind. And I'm going to show y'all my pods.
Yeah.
So this is another one. This is another one of the Gene X's. Another Gene X. What I think is a Gene X pod. This is one of the females.
Yeah.
I decided to keep her. I love her pattern. Oh, baby, come on. I know y'all scared. I'm sorry. It's my fault. If I get bit, I get bit. But yeah, so see that pattern?
Yo, what's up, boss?
So that's the female. And then this is the last female over here.
SOS. What's SOS mean?
I don't know what the hell that means, but take it off real quick. I'm trying to show this last one. And it's the last female. Female right here.
Nice. Them Jones gotta grow up since them Jones. How many meals they had so far?
You asked me so many questions. I did just born like 2 weeks ago.
This man can't multitask.
I look on my husband. No, you asked me how many meals they had so far. I said, why you asked me so many questions? And then I said, I have to look on my husband. They probably had about 2 or 3 meals. Any more questions, sir?
Yeah. Did you have a good day today? How was work? How was work today, DJ? Was you in traffic? Were you in traffic today, DJ?
Like you the police.
Was you in traffic today, DJ? How was your day going? This man just
anyway.
swinging. Big John 2 weeks came out swinging.
I didn't come out swinging. You just be asking one question. But anyway, so now the reason why I said they were all Gene X pods is because this is the pod, a female pod hit hypo. Now you look at her, you look at her pattern. Them shits don't look nothing the same.
But hypo changed the pattern too.
Bro, but I got a hypopod male.
I know what you meant. I've seen them jumps in real life, so I do feel like they all Gene X pads. But that's not that's not a good one to use because that hypo change.
This is not a hypo though. This is a head hypo. It's not even a visual hypo. I have a visual hypopod, is what I'm saying. And the visual hypopod, you're saying it changed pattern. The pattern is not really that much drastically changed. This is the hypopod. He still had the saddles just like that. Saddle just like that. It's not that much of a drastic change, bro. It's more so color. Is the point that I'm getting at. But when you look at the pod, I'm talking about like how I had the actual lines running down like that, like down the back, down the dorsal.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm getting at. The lines on them Gene X's is crazy. That shit is straight funky like that. I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like if more people was working Gene X, it would be a little bit more easier to actually like tell.
Figure it out. Yeah.
It's got more to relate. It's got more to relate to. That's all I'm saying.
Banner said, "Have you asked?"
Will just had a picture.
He has pretty much always identified Gene X and Pod.
Man, Bro told me the same thing. I don't even know if Bro can really do that because I didn't see him roll with no Gene X unless he just. I don't know. I've asked him though. He said he told me to send him some pictures. I've sent him pictures. I think he pretty much agrees with what I was saying as far as the pod being Gene X. But even so, it's like I don't want to just have one opinion. I want to have multiple opinions. I want to have multiple opinions on it, and I kind of like base my decision of what. Cause like I really feel like this game is nothing but an opinion-based game, to be honest. So
I've been saying that since
my decision.
I've been saying that since
I base my opinion.
That's why I work everything I like that's just like the quality. Like I get it. Certain jeans have higher quality and all of that type of stuff, but at the same time, I'll be feeling like if you like what that one look like, and that's what you want to add to your collection because it does a certain thing for you, do it. Somebody else might like it too. Like everything ain't got to be. Yes, we want to work towards top tier and all that type of stuff, but all of this stuff is different. Like the jeans do different things with everything. Like you're never gonna replicate an animal unless it's a bear. Matter of fact, I got that. I said unless it's a bale, that's the only way you can replicate it. Just all white. You know what I mean? Like it's no way you can make two animals that look exactly alike. They can have the same tones, the same all of that, but it's never gonna be an animal that you make that's gonna look identical. I don't feel like, and if it is, it's not necessarily a guarantee you can do it back to back. If you do, it's pretty good for you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think everybody. They're gonna do that, but I don't know. But show them bells off, man. Show that clutch off that you just did.
Oh, they all boys.
All boys for them bells.
Yeah, they all boys. So whichever one got the craziest pattern, once I put it under the black light, that's the one I'm end up keeping. They all boys. And I can already see they're gonna have pattern. Like I can look at them and tell. Of course, you're not gonna be able to tell on the screen.
What was the parent?
Bamboo. Parent for these was bamboo, black pastel vanilla to a super lesser. And then they just some nice clean bells.
That's your phone?
If you can see. Yeah, this junk going crazy. I don't know if you can see how it's a little bit of pattern on the side. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. But yeah, I got 3 bells. And then I got this. Definitely lesser because has to be. I'm saying with the let me back up.
You're in
the
damn green.
The house all fuzzy. Let me turn that green screen off. Let me figure out how to do that.
Hey, y'all trying to tell me I ain't been doing this for 2. You don't even know how to turn the green screen off.
Yeah, I don't. But yeah, so this a mail too.
Yeah.
So everything up for sale.
The whole clutch was males?
Yeah, the whole clutch was males. Whole clutch of males. He got stretched out alien head. So I don't know. It might just be lesser, might be black pastel, might be. I know he's not pastel. He don't got the blushed out head for pastel. And other one that looked vanilla, that one didn't make it. So I'm thinking this could be black pastel because of the side gut, how it has the blushing and the popcorn side gut.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking that could be black pastel.
Yeah, because mine don't have. My lessons that I made last year don't have, or earlier this year don't have it.
Yeah, so that might be black pastel from the side.
How's the coloration? Is it like you said?
It's dark. Like it does have. It does have. It is darker.
It disappeared. Yeah.
On the dorsal.
I can see you, bro. You just on the green screen for a second, but I seen you.
I started blending in with the walls and shit, huh? See, yeah, I'm just label him as a black pastel lesser. I'm not really gonna put vanilla or anything else on him. If he comes out to be that, then that's all good. But this ain't my prized possession clutch. This was just I wanted to make some bells when I first got into the hobby, and I made them. So now my next adventure is definitely gonna be the recessives, them pads. Hopefully I got the clutch of pads. Hopefully I hit one. If I hit a female, I'm be psyched. I'm gonna hold her back for sure. Really don't even need to. I just want to. Really don't even need to.
What you had paired to the pod?
That was this pad. I'll show you her. It was a. Shit.
You gotta cut that green screen off. That man be disappearing off the screen.
Let me go and figure out how to turn it off.
You good, bro? Go ahead and show us that. This is a regular pod.
So I got it as a leopard pad, but leopard pads don't really be having that much pattern. But she got a lot of pattern to it.
Leopard pies don't have pattern.
Not that I've been seeing, a lot of them don't be having a lot of pattern. They have this thick dorsal stripe though. I do see that a lot of them have that thick dorsal in terms of like the dark going down the sides, like how G stripe do with leopard.
Yeah,
I see that. But yeah, straight up pad. Yeah,
why you say that?
That man 88, it is going crazy. This man all over the place with it. But my prize.
What I do?
My prize clutch. Let me grab that. Let me show y'all what I like.
How do I have ADHD now? Well, I'm about to have you come on. I'm about to send you the link because you had to explain that to me. And don't tell me you cleaning no damn rats or cleaning no snakes. You had to explain yourself, sir. All eyes on me. Brandon went to go get the snake. How y'all doing in the chat? How y'all been? How's y'all mental going? How's y'all mental? That's what I want to know. Let's let me know something in the chat. Check your DM on Instagram, Will. No, wait a minute, Tip. Give me a spoon out. Hurry, man. Stuff rushing me. Hold up.
All right, cool. Now
hey man, I wasn't rushing.
We about to get into these bananas.
Oh,
So
yeah,
this is a female. Female banana. Nothing crazy going on. She just got some high white blushing coming in. Nothing crazy. Just some high white blushing. The parent on this was a banana to a GHI yellow belly. And she could have retained from before if it's a split clutch. It can be a Mandarin also for the first clutch. I don't know. But that's the first female. Here go the second female. She in shed. She same. Nothing too crazy. She got some nice blushing on the side. Very light colored. So I don't know if they got pastel in them. Not, but I don't think so. That's the second one. And then this one recently shed. This one is orange. This one is like super bright, super orange. So I don't know what could have caused that. This one to be more orange than the other ones. So I reached out to the dude I got the banana from originally. This one got blushing on the sides also, like white inside the bottom of the alien heads. What it do, Will?
What's going on? Locked in watching y'all, man. Tuning in. Y'all need y'all own TV show, man.
Man, this dude had a bad day today. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, hey, DJ, you're gonna have to rewatch this episode. You're gonna see everything I'm talking about. You're like, hey, hurry up, hold on, slow down. Why you rushing me, man? Like what? Like what's going on? And you started off the show, you're like, yeah, we're going to tell you the good, the bad, how the show went and everything. Hey, by the way, let's show off some snakes. What the hell? What's going on?
That man,
You know what it is, bro? Listen, I blame myself and I blame Brandon because for the last 2 weeks, I've had so much information cooped up in my mind and I haven't gotten it onto the show. So it's like, it's so much stuff that I wanted to hit. But it's like when you get on the show, everything just.
Hey, welcome to the club, baby. You getting old. You need a pen and paper. You need to write that mess down.
Yeah, that's my fault though, man. I definitely apologize to everybody. Now, I'm sorry, Brandon. I apologize to you too.
Hey, I don't need it. I'm used to you. I'm used to you, bro. I don't need no apologies.
Hey, but for those that don't get to talk to me on a regular, now y'all get to see. I be having a lot on my mind, bro. Yeah, but my day was fine. My day was fine at work. I was definitely fine. I just had a lot of new developments going on in here, bro. And I just, you know, but I got to start vlogging again. When I start vlogging again, it'll make more sense.
Good.
Hey, Will.
Brandon got something.
How much you want for this sunset banana right here?
Oh, that's a sunset banana?
I got a sunset banana right here.
Oh, nice. You know, I don't have any sunset. That's crazy. We may be looking at it.
This is GHI banana,
he said,
bro.
that ain't no sunset. Hey, you supposed to go with the flow.
You supposed to be with
it. Oh man.
Let me tell you how that's gonna miss. They're gonna tie me in with Brandon. So that's your boy. Your boy out here perpetrate. He already merch purpose. I don't want no smoke. I run my business based off.
With him. Yeah, you still gonna be tied with him for association.
So this right here is a DG Super Orange Dream banana though. This not mine. I'm holding this for somebody.
There go Banner. Shout out to Banner. Hey, and Banner, your snake actually just got its 3rd meal today. So that's awesome. That's awesome. We actually just got our 9th clutch.
That's tight.
9th clutch hit the ground today. Yep.
What was in the clutch?
Well, we got
for the clutch.
4 eggs. It was her first year. It was our DG pod male to our pod DG girl. Yeah. So going for those DG
nice.
pods.
DG pods.
Yeah. So excited about that. And then I just leaving FedEx now. We just sent out 8 boxes, but it was 4 geckos and 6 snakes.
This one gonna bite me.
Dang.
You think this could have yellow belly, man? I don't know.
Let me see it a little closer. I see some blushing, but it probably, the belly's pretty white too. It might not.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It might not be.
I don't think so. That pattern would have been a little bit more jacked up too.
Yeah, I ain't convinced.
It would have whacked out the pattern a little bit more too.
All right. What about this one? I got another one. These little normal ones gonna fucking bite me. I already know.
He said they gonna bite.
They gonna bite me. I already know.
Audrey over there with you?
Nah, man. She's actually at the house.
That's the belly on this
one.
one.
I thought you drive.
I'm just sitting in the parking lot now.
Oh, okay.
That's the belly on this one. This the sides.
I see some blushing, but
they going for sale for $10. If you know anybody want a pet or anything like that, or just they shipping, they had about, I think they had like 4 meals. I'm gonna probably get like 5 more meals in them. I'm gonna just keep feeding them until they gone. Honestly, like I really don't care.
Right.
Yeah, definitely want to get them to some pet people though.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get them to some pet people. Not everybody can jump straight in with the $50,000 stakes. You know what I mean? So.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean, you still.
Huh?
Oh, you said what? Brandon had made those.
Oh yeah, you
made those?
Yeah, those from the Banana Clutch.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Hey, when you do those educational ones, man, you'll be able to I'm sure you'll be able to get those some homes, definitely. I'm sure some parents and things would be interested in trying to bring a inexpensive snake home and gain the experience of keeping.
Yeah, that's the plan. That was the ultimate plan. I was gonna definitely do that.
Yeah. Definitely. Hey. Where you at in your season right now, DJ?
I literally just had a clutch drop yesterday. 5? I'm 5. I got 3 more coming. Yeah, 5 with 3 more coming. I just dropped. Yeah, that's what I was telling them earlier. I gotta drop the vlog for this the egg pulling that I just did last night. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna drop that Friday, and then I got the triple hit, the pastel leopard VPI Xanthic female going to the hypopod male. She big as hell. She look like she gonna pop soon. And then I had the hypopod paired to my super stripe female. So I'm working on those. I want those double hits for that. And then my asphalt female, I had her going to a phantom leopard yellow belly male. So that's just something I always like freeways. I like the freeway, so I really wanted to get into that. I just like that project, but I'm gonna do something a little different with that project with the babies that I got coming next. So I recently paired my bamboo cinnamon to a mahogany yellow belly female. I thought she was gonna be gravel. I wish she was gravel, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to see if I can get basically a bamboo. I'm basically a dark ass bamboo with the yellow belly in it, and I'm gonna throw that to the asphalt the next season. Well, I want a male out of that, so I'm gonna throw that to my asphalt the next season. And we'll see what that does, how that interacts with each other.
Gotcha.
I'm more so like with some of my parents, I'm more so like on the creative side, like trying to see how certain genes interact. You know what I'm saying? Not going too crazy to where it's like it doesn't make sense, but it's also gonna make some stuff that's kind of new to kind of give other people, you know what I'm saying, to kind of compare to some other things to see how it reacts with certain things too. So that's my whole thing is about curiosity. Yeah, the whole thing is about curiosity, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain parents, of course, I got those parents that you still want to make those bangers and you still want to make the, you know, the high end stuff. But at the same time, I still got a few little things that I want to, like, you know, tweak, play around with, and see what I can come up with. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, to see if I can make something that might be the next big thing.
I mean, hey, you move what you said, eight snakes at the show. Sound like you had a pretty good show.
Yeah, that was between snakes and bearded dragons. Surprisingly,
yeah.
Surprisingly, I sold up all the bearded dragons. I only did one clutch of bearded dragon just to play with to see how it was going, you know, how I was going to do. But you know, I had them for a little second and got them off. So I'm done with them. I pretty much, if I was to breed bearded dragons again, though, I had a very specific project. I was more so trying to get into like the red monsters. Those are like those red, dark, like, you know what I'm saying? Those the ones that look mean as hell. Like those are the ones I was really trying to get into. So when I do decide to like read them again or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna go ahead and invest in like those. I already got like a couple of spots and people that I know that got them and breed them. So I'm gonna probably just invest in some of those and actually do it like that. So then that way I can hit the ground running with that. But it's just good to at least get it out there and have some on my table at first so people can know, oh, you breed bearded dragons too, you know? Crested gecko or bearded dragon, all that different stuff. So yeah, I think the show was definitely it was.
A buddy of mine worked with them. I think the Reds, Ruby Reptiles. He's out of Arizona.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I had the opportunity to see one. So when I went and picked up my beardy, the dude, he was giving them away. Like, he was like, man, I'm having too many issues. My girl keep complaining about all this stuff, all the space. So he was giving some away. So I picked up two, but he had one of them red ones.
Mm-hmm.
That chunk was like deep red. It was crazy. And I was like, look, I'll leave both of these. Just let me get that one. He was like, nah, it's already gone. It's already gone. I said, you selling it? He was like, nah. I said, bro, I'll buy it. Like, just let me get this one. And he was like, nah, son.
When you run into the shit, bro, you gotta get it, bro. It's like, believe it or not, unless it's really hard to find them, bro. Like, you don't like, you know how some things you might be able to find something on Facebook or Instagram. You might somebody that might just have something like that. Unless they're breeding them, it's really hard to just find them like that. You know what I'm saying?
And how many crickets do you go through, or mealworms? You go through a lot of mealworms and crickets feeding them?
Yeah. So I normally with the babies. So what I do is I normally go through rainbow mealworms, and this is not a sponsorship video, but I normally go through rainbow mealworms. And I get the bag of like 5,000 or whatever the case. Because you know you can always put them in the fridge. I got like a mini fridge in my reptile room, so you can put them in the fridge, and the mealworms they'll kind of go in a state to where they're not like, you know what I'm saying, growing and dying off. So they'll kind of go into like a hibernation state because they're colder, so they last longer. So but yeah, I go through that, and then so what I do is like I sift them out and I separate them and like the little deli cups right here. A little deli cup like this, and I sift them and separate them, throw some oats in there or whatever, and just, you know what I'm saying, when they come back to, they'll eat on the oats or whatever until I'm ready to, like, you know, I let them like thaw out or whatever the case may be before I feed them off and all that stuff. So I probably go through like, in a month's time, I normally get like a couple thousand, but I'm normally feeding those mostly to the babies because they gotta grow. The adults, I pretty much get them salads. Yeah, I do like salads with the adults, like from the fresh greens. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of different shit you can do. You know what I'm saying? Dandelions. You know, sometimes I even mix it up. Like, granted, a lot of people don't like the dry foods, but I sometimes every now and then I throw some dry food in there, but I mix it in with the actual greens and all that, just in case if they don't eat all the greens. I mean, if they eat all the greens and I have to not be home, they still got something in there that they can eat on that's not completely detrimental to their health. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
yeah, we were looking at them, but I just seen Banner's comment popped up. Yeah, they definitely not low maintenance, but we were looking at them before we got into the geckos.
Yeah, they're definitely not low maintenance.
We feed twice a week with the cresteds. So that's the route we went, and we still, even with the crested geckos, we go through 12,000 crickets a week.
God damn.
Yeah, but we don't breed the crickets. We drop ship from Gans in Atlanta, in Georgia area. So they ship it. It comes next day every week. 12,000 crickets, and just run through.
Wow. So you
That
thinking
ain't
about
bad.
getting anything else, just like as a pet? You know what I mean? Like no pets.
Nah, I mean we don't really have time to be able to do that at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, if we end up, you know, let's say we want to go to Gatlinburg or something for the weekend, then we would have to make sure, you know, like, you know, the pets and everything will be actually taken care of the time away from home, or make sure that it's pet friendly travel, that you can travel with whatever pet that you may have. So we really don't travel a bunch, but when we do, we try to make it big, like go out of the country or something like that. Yeah.
So you don't want no other species of snakes or anything like that?
Nah, not at the moment. Nothing sparked the interest. It's just, I don't know, my brain is so just geared toward figuring out the next piece. I'm already in 5 years from now trying to figure out what's the possible pairings of snakes that we don't even have. So I can't even get in that realm of thought process yet. You know, we're also looking into like getting deeper into real estate. So that's more so taking up more of our time than anything else.
Ben, I had a question for you.
Ain't it hard to feed crickets? No, it's not hard. Yeah, we do get a bunch of escapees. So when they come in these boxes, they come in boxes of 1,000. So the box itself is literally like 12 by 12 box, and the box is about 5 to 6, maybe 6 to 8 inches tall. And it's a perforated circle that's covered in the corner. So we open up the circle in all the boxes, and we gut load them inside the boxes. So we put, you know, Pangea food, cricket food, all in those boxes, and tape them back up and leave them literally for about like 6 hours, and then go back and just dump them out of that same hole into cups and cover them with calcium and feed them directly out of the cups to the geckos. So sometimes you get, you know, out of 12,000 crickets. What'd you say?
I about to say y'all pick them out, or y'all just like pick them out to feed, like to feed the actual.
Yeah, but it's not really a picking process. It's more like you know, the big 16-ounce cups. It'll be all in there. They'll be all in there with a bunch of calcium in it, and we have these tweezers where we can grab literally, you know, 5, 10 at a time, and we go through each enclosure and feed them all. Yeah, it's like a system.
And how many geckos you got?
Right now, we're down probably around 1,900.
God damn.
Yeah.
And you got to feed.
Yeah.
How long does it take to feed?
Well,
on Thursdays. Thursdays we feed bugs. And Thursdays is normally 14 hours. Yeah, 14 hours.
So you just the whole day just feeding geckos.
Mm-hmm. On Mondays is about 10 hours, and Thursdays is about 14 hours. But outside of that, we also have the kids, and we got an employee that comes in and work on the weekends. So he'll come in, he'll work Friday and a Saturday, and sometimes come in Sunday morning. And the kids, they'll go down on like a Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, they'll help with some of the snakes and stuff like that. But outside of that, they're down there cleaning tubs. We don't have to clean any tubs. They do all the cleaning.
Dope. So once your kids, as long as they're under 18, isn't that like a tax write-off?
Yes, sir. Every single one of them.
Sweet.
Yep. All for our kids. So we can pay them under the business, and you actually tax write-off, and they can claim it and everything. You don't have to do nothing under the rug.
Sweet. So how does that part work? Because I'm in the process of trying to figure that out. I want to start paying my son to come clean rats.
I mean, you set a pay rate, and basically you set them up with, well, we set all the kids up. They have their own bank accounts, their own cards, everything, direct deposit to pay them. And basically it's like an expense for your business. So you're basically paying this employee to gain a service for your business, which is cleaning, whatever the duties you lay out for them that they're going to achieve. And paying to them is still in the same household. So they benefit from getting the money, but they don't get hit with having to necessarily pay taxes per se, because they're at that age and they're not making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and it ends up being a write-off for your company.
Dope. So do you use like payroll?
Yep, they can make, actually here in South Carolina they can make $17,000 a year without having to pay taxes, and you report it and they don't have to pay taxes.
All right, so in my situation, like I have an actual job, and then I have this, and this is all legal and all that type of stuff. Like I pay taxes on this. So in that instance, I will basically be paying them out of Peace and Pets.
Right, correct.
But what if Peace and Pets didn't make no money? And they're like, how you paying these kids to work and you ain't make nothing?
Well, that's going to be a little bit more involved, but it's still simple. It's whatever is the financial backing. So normally, like corporations, and it also depends on where you are in the country. But it you know, normally corporations have bank backing, you know, all this stuff. Well, for your backing, it's going to be you. You're putting up money. You're the financial backer for this company, so therefore you're putting up the money. So why you also own the company, so it still comes back around full circle.
Got you. That makes sense. That makes sense.
At least until you're liquid. When you're liquid, you know, say you produce this amount of snakes or whatever, and let's say you make $50,000 in a year's time off of just snake sales, then you subtract your everything, your cost of breeding your rodents, your employees, and everything. You still may be 10 grand in the black. You know, that is still sitting there as revenue, sitting there, you know, that can pass forward, that's stagnant with that company, unless you're going to show that you bought a truck or something for your company, which would essentially, theoretically speaking, put you in the red. And then that's how they play with the numbers. You know what I'm saying? As a business.
So when you say put you in the black, that means you still are in the profit side of it.
Right. You're still on the profit side. So that's, you know, and they, again, this is a summary. This is nobody's like tax.
Yeah, for sure.
But in general, like, you know, let's say you make that 50 grand, you know, and out of that 50,000, you can justifiably show through, let's say you buy rodents or whatever you purchase, you have all your paperwork and everything. Let's say 25 grand of that is expense. Then essentially you're going to end up paying taxes on an offset of that. So the 25, you're still essentially in the black. So you're going to pay a portion of that as far as taxes.
Gotcha.
But what people don't know. Say that again.
Brent, now somebody's phones keep vibrating. Go ahead.
I think it might be mine. Hold on, let me turn mine on vibrate. Hold on. But essentially, when you take that other 25, a lot of this stuff, especially since a lot of these businesses start off as hobbies and level up, you can also essentially say, hey, I made 50 grand. I'm also working and doing X, Y, and Z. I'm going to take that 50 grand, pay the 25K in the expenses for that business. And at the same time, you say, hey, I got 25 left over. I can reinvest that into snakes, you know, or you can get racks, or you could do whatever you need to do with that 25. But essentially now that lowers your tax bracket. So now you don't have to pay the same amount of taxes. So it's very interesting. And again, this is all a summary, but you can look at a lot of that stuff and really play with it, because, you know, it's all numbers, plus and minus what you're working with.
All right. Ben, I got another question. And that's when I think I asked you that one before.
It's hard to gauge that. And again, you got to look at the tax code on that. You know, none of us are tax professionals. We go through a CPA. So with that though, anytime we did it from the rip, we just want to be legit. We don't want to be seen in the gray area, nothing. So we like, look, this is our paperwork, what we need to do. So when we got an accountant, he told us everything we needed to do with the LLCs, and whether we report a loss or a gain, it's automatically reported through him, so he can sit there and file the taxes. So, and it's very important to do that for us, especially because we're still in the red. You know, our first year we were projected to do 50. We did 76 last year. So we're like, all right, well, we're ahead of the curve. Well, I mean, we're in a lot of situations that's great, and for us it's great. We don't want to sound like we're complaining, but we're over $500,000 invested. You know, so, but that's where you have to ask yourself when you're being serious with this. Like, I think hopefully we're making the right decision. Anybody thinking clearly, would you pay $500,000 to say, hey, I financially set up a self-sustainable business till I figure I want to sell it or quit? So for the next 20 years, if you can do 50 grand a year from a $500,000 investment, that's insane. And we're already kind of ahead of the curve already. So that's kind of trying to pave out your own lane and see where you want to go.
So with you saying that in the 20 years or whatever, are you looking at it in terms of, okay, we had this, now we can push this in? Are you thinking in terms of how much money do we need to sustain our household and still be able to do our daily activities? Or are you looking at it in terms of how fast can I make the full return of investment to be ahead?
Not necessarily, neither way. Actually, we did it in a weird way because we have another business already that's kind of proof of concept for us. So we did everything with Flawless Crested Geckos. We made a lot of mistakes. You know, we've been doing this for 8 years, and now starting the snake side of things, this is year 2. So we wanted to make sure we didn't make some of the same mistakes when we got started with the geckos. So essentially putting this money in, one of the biggest mistakes most businesses do, they fail in the first 5 years, is because you invest X amount of dollars, and as soon as you invest that money, it's like, okay, now the time ticker is on, the timetable is running, the clock is running, how soon can I get my money back? And that ain't the way to look at it. So when you invest in a business, any business,
oh man,
did it freeze?
Oh man, it froze. Get it good.
Yeah, I see. I think he froze.
Yeah, he definitely froze. I think he's driving. Yeah, he froze. Moving? Nah, he ain't moving yet. He's still frozen. So yeah, so jeez. So what's your, like you were just saying, like what's your ultimate end goal with this? Like in terms of, is it going to remain a hobby, or is it going to be like you trying to make this a full-time, stay at home, don't do nothing but this?
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like anything that you do, that you enjoy doing, you will eventually want it to make you money to where it could sustain itself. I wanted to sustain itself, to be honest. So, I mean, I have other things that I'm indulged in as well. So, I want to be able to like go to this business and do what I want to do there, and then come back to this. And while it's still a hobby and I still enjoy it, it's still making its own money and it's sustaining itself. Whether it's like, you know what I'm saying, the snake selling, they're making money to get rats, or I'm selling, you know what I'm saying, like I'm growing my own rat. It just, but it's not. I look at it like when people retire and they get to doing gardening and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they do what they want to do and they enjoy doing it. That their everyday life. They'll just come home, they'll just go outside, start planting plants or whatever the case may be. But then there's something that they enjoy doing. And let's just say if they want to go to the side of the street and sell some shit, then you know what I'm saying, it's doing whatever it's doing. Oh, yeah, Fred. I didn't ask no question. That was Brandon. Brandon, the brain behind us.
They guys all mixed up, man. They do it all the time. Anytime they see a peace sign, they say DJ. But yeah, like I'm pretty much shit. You made me sound old, bro. Like I got garden. I got everything you said. When you retire, you want to plant.
For reason. Yo, my Mexican brother. But the reason why I said that though is because I don't know, I'm about to cut your mic down. That shit loud as hell. But the reason why I said that though is because you could. Yeah, it was like I in the terms of longevity, like I enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, you're gonna have. I really feel like you're gonna have them snakes where it's like these regulars, these normals, or whatever. But when you actually hit the snake that you trying to, you know what I'm saying? That shit, that banger in that, like that joy that you get, bro. Like when I hit them damn pods, they could have been regular pods for all I gave a shit. But the fact that I actually hit pods, bro, it was just too lit, bro. Like I was really like enjoying.
You were like a little schoolgirl, homie.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, facts.
Yeah,
Shit, I know like that too.
Yeah, like with me, honestly, like I love this shit. Like I've been into animals my entire life. Like I want literally a mini zoo. Honestly, like I do this. So I do plumbing by trade. That is what takes care of my household. Everything else that I do is pretty much extra. Like any side job I do, that goes straight into the business. Everything I do goes straight into the animals and stuff like that. Like I more so want to do like the educational part of it, like how the zoo is. You go to the zoo, somebody talking to you, have tours, all that type of stuff. I definitely want to have that. I want to keep bringing people into the hobby. That's a lot of the reasoning behind it. And honestly, like I'm getting into bigger projects and that more high-end projects because I like the animals, of course. Yes, I'm gonna use it to help fund the business and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm the type of person where it's like if I come across a kid that's like super excited about an animal that I have, if I produced it myself, I don't feel like I'm wrong for not being able to bless this kid with that animal. You know what I mean? Like if I made a sunset pied clown, like a 5G recessive, of course I'm not gonna give him that because it's like, nah, bro, like take this normal, learn a little bit. You know what I mean? But like I did with my goddaughter, I gave her. You said what? No, I gave my goddaughter.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but hey, it's possible. You know what I mean? So I gave my goddaughter an ivory, and I told her, look, you keep up with this, in a year, you come through, pick out whatever you want. You got it. You know what I mean? It's just because I want you to get that responsibility factor. Like I want you to learn to take care of something that needs you. Because a lot of times in the world, like we need it by a lot of different things. But pride gets in the way, everything in the way. Animals are the one thing that absolutely need you that we don't. Honestly, if we live in a place where we can let them go, they don't need us. But because we keep them, they need us. So a lot of people feel like they need to be needed. So I feel like a pet is the perfect escape. You can talk to a pet, you can tell the pet your deepest secrets and don't got to worry about nothing. You don't got to worry about them saying nothing to nobody or anything coming out. Like it's cool to have pets. Like that's my biggest reason. So I just really want to spread the pet industry as a whole while making some banging stuff too. I'm gonna just keep all my banging stuff and then put them on display. I'm gonna say in about 5 years, everything I have female wise is gonna be either a super with a hat, a visual with 2 hats, or a double visual with a hat. That's all I want all females to be. That's like my 5-year goal right there.
Hey, Zeus, they're making me laugh.
Hey Zeus,
I
know you done picked up something new.
Nah, not yet. I don't know.
Nah, so that's the thing.
I'm waiting on deliveries.
I had to work outside today, and I should have took a video because I literally sat in my van and well, I ain't sitting in the van. I connected like two fittings. That was about it out of the whole day, bro. Like I'm not.
Bro, working out in the weather is ridiculous, man. I hated doing that.
Man, I don't like the weather at all. I don't like being outside in the heat,
me either, man.
In the cold, in the rain, in any of that. I don't want to do it. I do service work, so
I used to do fucking Spectrum for like a while. Hated that shit.
Hey man, wow.
What is the comment with Oreo up in there?
He said he made an Oreo. DJ Wild, man. But yeah, so you ain't pick up that.
Why you gotta put me in the middle, motherfucker?
You ain't pick up that new Jesus?
Nah, I'm just waiting on my deliveries to come in. I got my guy Nate from Nutty Balls doing my my racks, my 55 tub racks.
Okay.
He's building my.
You got 5540s?
Yeah, he's building me custom racks.
I remember you telling me that.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you got the tubs, and he building the tubs. I mean, the racks around the tubs.
Yeah. I have two custom 55s going right next to me, where my old racks are at right now. So I'm gonna move these out, and the 55s are going in here. And then he's building me a single shorty 55 right next to that. And then in my rodent room, I'm putting 3 10-high 55s. And then right next to me where this wood shelf is gonna go bye-bye. And he's building me a hatchling rack that is 6 across, 17 levels high.
Damn, nice. Oh, you gonna need
it.
You gonna need it.
So I can fit about 108 reptiles in the hatchling rack.
You got a clutch that you about to be cutting soon, right?
In about 3 weeks.
Yeah, about 3 weeks. Yeah,
in about 3 weeks, and what that's gonna be.
What was the parent on that?
That was my my blackhead het pied to black pastel het pied.
Nice.
So, really dark, either a really dark snake or a really white with a black ass head. One of the two.
So you gonna keep them all, or you gonna send me one? What you gonna do? That's a real question.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Question.
I'm waiting on a couple other ones. Waiting on a couple girls to draw.
Now I said, are you gonna keep them all?
I'll probably move some around. You know, I know somebody already wants one of my banana pieds, so
nice.
One of those is already spoken for.
You mean like it's in the egg still?
Yeah. Nice. Because I was at my repair shop with my guy. I don't know if you guys saw the picture that I threw up on the West Tank chat with my truck being lifted.
That joint up in the air, man. That joint in the air.
Yeah, and I was talking to my guy, and then one of my other guys comes strolling through, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Fancy meeting you here, some bitch. We haven't seen each other for like 4 years." So when we got to talking, he saw the stickers, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're still selling guns?" I'm like, "Yep." And then you hatchlings in the group before you sell them off. Yeah, of course, duh. Yeah, family gets dibs first, man. Come on now.
We're gonna hold you to that, Jesus.
Hey, what happened with him? Hey, you got the nanny, fool. Yeah, I want to see some work from that nanny.
That's legit.
And he started he saw the snake stickers. He saw the snake stickers and he's like, "What's with the snake stickers?" I was like, "Oh, I breed reptiles now." He's like, "Oh man, I used to have a snake." I was like, "Hey, you got any like bananas? You know, about to like, you have any babies?" I'm like, "No." I was like, "I got a clutch in the oven I'm waiting on." And I was like, "They're gonna be banana pieds." Fuck you, banana. Banana. Fuck you in that comment. But see, this is the shit she be starting, bro. She be starting fucking shit.
She is, bro.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, he wants one of my banana pieds, so that one's gone. So he wants one, so he's bought a couple guns off of me. So that about that. But
a banana pod. So what? So let me ask you this: what if you only hit one banana pod out of the whole clutch?
Ain't gonna be no way, man, because it's gonna be a het pie to a het pie, just like you.
I didn't do a het pod to a het pod.
Yeah, you did. You did head to head, didn't you?
I did a visual to a head. I just showed you. No.
I thought you said it was a head-to-head.
Never told you that, sir. I said I didn't. I had to prove the female. The female was I didn't know what she was. This is the pod right here.
Oh, my bad then.
It's the male.
Oh, okay. Why is your camera so grainy, bro?
Bro, because it's the Apple camera.
My man back. Appreciate it. Hey, look, y'all gonna have to be quiet because we have some
Church of Will.
Yeah, y'all gotta be quiet because we got some real stuff about to happen. All right, y'all gotta be quiet. we back in. We back in.
What's going on? Oh, stop it! Stop
Church
it!
of Flawless Epic.
No, it's not that. You know, it's just you gotta keep. You know, it's just gotta stay focused, man. You gotta stay focused. You know, and we play this very simple game that gets complicated, which is how long can you do without? Under normal circumstances, everybody, we've done the same thing, whether it's, you know, policing or, you know, working in telecommunication, whatever it is. Typically, you know, even the military, you're going to do 20 years, 25 years, retire, and hopefully live well off of all the time that you've put in. I mean, I don't think that essentially there's a man or woman alive that, you know, if you tell them, hey, I'm going to give you $300K cash right now, and you ask them the question, can you do better than the system in multiplying your money? Right now, I'll give you $300K right now, and bottom line, you have to simplify things. If somebody give you $1 right now, can you think of a way to make that dollar $2? We could figure it out, you know, but in the traditional set system, we put this money in and it's matched in, whether it's 401k, whatever it may be, until the time we retire, and then we're able to live off of some of the hard work that we put in. So how long can you do without that money? You know what I'm saying? So anything that you're going to invest in, you know, here it is with these animals, you know, you're investing it, keep the money in there. You know, keep it in there, because if you can keep it in there, you can now play the multiplication game. You know, now you can do 10 times 2, 10 times 5, 10 times 10, and keep multiplying it until it's time where you can like, all right, well, you know what? Nah, we need this, or we need this for ourselves, or for your life, or for your well-being, and ain't no sweat off you. You can actually do it off of the work that you built up. So it's important to look at it that way. So we don't look at the investment into a business as, you know, when can we get our investment back out? You know, that's where you end up really, really failing. You're just looking at ways to continue to multiply. That's why we made some of the decisions we made when we acquired certain snakes. We know it's high dollar amounts, but again, it's distinguishing yourself from different projects and venturing off to see pretty much what you can do with that investment. How can you reinvent it?
So do you do this? Do you start taking some of your salary to reduce your tax implications?
No, because we don't have to yet. We don't have to. So this is a different, you can do it that way. Or again, since you're pretty much, you are the sole proprietor of your LLC, there's other ways you can do it. There's so many different ways, but this is another way you do it. You know, you bring in, once it's hard enough to bring in a revenue, a positive in the black revenue from a business, period. But also once you start bringing it in, there's going to be a plethora of things that you're going to need. You know, how many of us right now, you know, could use a new rack? You know, how many of us right now, when you start vending, you could use, you know, 4 or 5, you know, new displays? You know, how many of us? So why go down that route of paying yourself necessarily a salary? Just reinvest it back into the business. You know, okay, cool. You 10K in the black. All right, cool. Don't finish off the year 10K in the black and pay taxes on 10K. No, go buy yourself 9K in racks. So now you're 1K in the black. You know, we're too worried about paying ourselves for our time. And again, it's not necessary. This is part of the grind. It's the long game. You know, if you continue to do that on and on and on, you know, within reason, you know, all the way 10, 15, 20 years in, I mean, you got a hell of a nest egg right there for you.
I will say that just this year, this is the year where I've really been like listening to you, KG, Levance, a couple other people I talk to regularly, Brock and DJ even, you know what I mean? I've been listening deep and taking that in stride, you know what I mean? So it's like definitely revamped the collection, definitely started investing in some higher projects, and I sort of look at it as leverage, you know what I mean? One, it helps you promote yourself as being legit. It helps you promote yourself in the industry as somebody who really is taking everything. Like DJ used to always tell me, bro, like, you're the face of your company. Like, you gotta carry yourself like that. You know what I mean? Right. I was like, oh, I don't need all this. I don't need all that. And he was like, nah, bro, like the presentation is everything. So
yes.
So yeah, so now it's just like listening to that and listening to everybody else. You gotta jump into it. You know what I mean? So I made some big investments just so far, you know what I mean? And it's pretty good. I really feel like it's definitely gonna push me ahead. And next question is, when did you look at it from you doing law enforcement and all of that other type of stuff? Like, when did you look at it and say, you know what, I'm tired of this. I can actually make this what I need it to be?
Well, you got to be able to tell a stranger from a G. Yes, you definitely got to be able to tell a stranger from a G stripe.
Hey, I'm telling you, they look a little, you know, I ain't gonna say it though, but I ain't gonna say it.
It depends, you know. This is the thing, you know, when you start talking about entrepreneurs and going down that path, you tend to get one thing or the other. You know, some people, you have people out there that genuinely love what they do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I want to put that out there too. There is nothing wrong with working a career job and enjoying what you do. For me, I can only tell my story. I can only tell bits and pieces of my wife's story. But being in law enforcement, you get into it and it's like, okay, you're going to make a difference. You're going to make a change. And to a certain extent, you do. But at the same time, you're throttled in the things that you can do. You're muffled. You're muzzled. It's like it's so many limitations put on your career that it leaves a horrible bad taste in your mouth. And it's pretty much the general understanding across the board is, if you don't like it, just shut up and finish off your 28 years till you retire. Somebody else younger will fit your shoes and continue the path. You're not going to do jack as far as changing the system. Yeah. So once you get caught up in that, now you're like, okay, well, I want to do something else. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I like computers. I like this. I like photographs. You can go down that journey. But all I'm saying is at some point, you know, for working for a company or corporation, you're going to get to the point where I put 10 years in law enforcement, SWAT team and all that mess. And now I skip around and leave there because I wasn't happy. And I go to another business where I hope I'm happy, and maybe I will be. But now if I'm not happy there, you know what I mean? It's 5 to 10 years there. Now what you're going to do? So you find yourself in that lane. So I say all that because you start brainstorming while you're in the initial situation you're in so that you're not leapfrogging everywhere, and try to devise a plan for you to not depend on, you know, the hamster wheel.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know, and essentially that's what it is, because you pay into all these, you know, retirement systems. And I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're bad at all. All I'm saying is, given the opportunity, I guarantee you almost right.
I'm saying they're bad.
Yeah. I'm so saying like, they're bad. He said, I'm saying they're bad. But
I don't like it.
But everybody given that opportunity, hey, we can give you this cash, your money in your hand, and let you go invest it whatever way you want to do it. You know, but you can do it that way, or we can guarantee you a minimum of this return on your money and let us do it. And then you can live to your yesteryears when you're done. A lot of people retire and live 4 or 5 years and die. And that money's gone. You know, so we're just trying to change the regime for what we have. Young kids, trying to show them, you know, work ethic, you know, and the grind, and trying to show them, hey, yeah, you can work a respected job or career,
At the same time, you can kind of chase your dreams as well. So we do that, and on the business side, we don't necessarily need to pay ourselves because we also don't negate the fact that we have an original business. We did the same thing with that as well. Now, as far as crested geckos go, we have to mitigate our risk. So a lot of stuff, you have to make things attainable for you. So if you start off a business and it starts doing well, and remember, we did this through COVID. A lot of our projects shot through the roof. We ain't go out there. My dream car is a Lamborghini. I ain't got one yet.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
Lamborghini.
saying? I ain't get one yet. So, but that being said, at the same time, you mitigate your risk, knock down your mortgage, pay it off, or get rid of it. Build a facility and don't have a loan on it. Do all those things to lower your risk. Where it's like, okay, things get a little tough, get a little sketchy, and it's like, okay, well, you're not doing thousands and thousands of revenue every single month, but when your debt or your bills come down to sub $1,000 a month,
just utilities.
Do it matter? So mitigate your risk when you can. So when you up, don't think that, okay, it's time to ball out. It ain't time to ball out. It's to mitigate your risk. Start reinvesting. Think about the longevity of the business. It's the same thing. What's your favorite male, for example? What's your favorite male that you have right now?
Who, me?
Yep.
That I got in my house right now.
Yep.
I would say it is
Ultra Male Pie.
He said the Ultra Male Pie. He called it out for you.
Same here, man.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go get it.
Heck yeah. Oh, I love that.
Damn.
That's my favorite female. I go get her too.
Hey, yeah, we went down that same path. So that's the same thing. So if you have a perfect season that it lays out exactly to where you want it, that's where you need to act on those things. So you have that male, he starts breeding, everything goes perfect. You bring in your clutches, you keep what you're going to keep, you actually move everything that you need to move. And in that instance, you need to now start gauging, I got, $8,000, $10,000. Do I put this back on the shelf and wait through this rainy day, or do now I reinvest a portion of it on another insane male, where now, okay, next year you're breeding, and let's say you take that same $8,000 to $10,000 off of this male, you're not going to make that next year because they got combos that's already past it. But let's say you make 4 and 5 off of that male, but the new male, you can make the 8 to 10 off of that one that you picked up because of that male. So it's like you did without balling out, and you reinvested that money and saved some of it. And now you're stepping forward. Now, 4 or 5 years of doing this, all I'm saying is the bag you got from this one season off an insane male, imagine the bag you can get 10 years from now off of 4 insane males.
Yeah, that's real.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, how long can you do without? You see, how long can you do without putting that investment back into your pocket? So is you just playing a waiting game? It's no different than your retirement. It's no different.
Yeah. So when I was I was working on a military site, and the guy, every single day, every time I seen him, like, he constantly reminded me, his slogan was, if it's meant to be, it starts with me.
Yep.
And every day I was just like I would always talk to him like, man, I want to get this position, or I want to do that. And he like, if it's meant to be, it starts with me. Like, you don't have to be qualified for this position to get this position. Like, as long as you see that you really are interested and you really put forward in what you actually do now, they might take a chance. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like everything I'm getting with this. So it's like every time you talk to somebody and they just tell you this, you might not get it right now, but if you put that time and effort into it, you might, what you thinking you might be doing in 3 years, you might be doing that next year. You know what I mean? Like, if you really put the effort into it, and then in 3 years, you're where you thought you would be in 10 years. Because I didn't expect to make these purchases. Last year, if you would have told me I'd spend this much money on a snake, I probably would have looked at you like, bro, nah, I got kids. I want to go on vacations. I want to do this. I'm not putting this
Bro,
on an animal.
You ain't lying, homie.
You know
Yeah,
what I
you're
mean?
right.
Like, why do I want to put this on an animal that can die in a day? That's all I used to always say.
Yep.
How can I put this much money in an animal that can turn around and die?
But when there's a market for it, you have to also at the same time ask yourself, if you're serious about it, why not me? You
Why
know, why
not?
not you? You know,
Exactly.
it's the same concept. You know,
Exactly.
but it's like you said, if you're not willing to bet on yourself and invest in yourself, why in the world would somebody else do it?
Yep.
That's crazy. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta think about it like that. You have
Yeah.
to. You got to constantly question, you know, every decision. You know, it's the minute, little, small things that could be game changers.
Gotta
You
stick
know,
to the
And
grind,
that's
man.
real. That's
yeah,
real. And like you was talking about with the 401k, the reason I said I don't like it is because like to me, I feel like I can take more responsibility with my own money other than someone else.
right,
And then at the same time, I also feel like, yeah, you tell me in 20 years we're gonna be giving you $6,000 a month of
right,
your 96,000. But
right.
that the 90,000 for that month, y'all are still making money. You still gaining interest, but you're not gonna give me that money or that interest.
No. So now, no, I know a little bit. I'm not a professional, you know, in all the bank things, so I don't claim to be. We have a little bit of investments with this and that, but at the same time, the way it goes with the banks, and the reason, you know, I'm anti funneling all your money through the banks is because money that we, as a collective group of people, feel is real money is not real money to banks. Okay, so life-changing money, $1 million, $5 million, that's pennies to a bank. You ever see something?
Facts.
I don't want to get into politics, but you
No,
see,
no, no,
we're in
no.
debt, and we give, you know, 300 billion million. We just throwing money out places. So for banks, like $1 million and $5 million, that's not any real money to them. So the reason you're able to get guaranteed a lot of these returns on these 401ks is because they're making hand over fist way more than what they're giving back on a return to the people that's actually funding it. You know, it's the same thing in the ball python community. Breeders, customers, keepers, I would say I'll probably underestimate that. Let's say it's 500,000 people. And what I'm saying is breeders, not just breeders, but, you know, keepers, a person with one pet ball python that don't plan on breeding is also included in that. So if you
Okay.
have 500,000 people that's into it, and let's say every single person gives $5, $5. At the end of the day, that's $2.5 million.
Yeah. Jeez.
You see what I'm saying? So that's
Jeez.
kind of how the banks do it. But
Jeez.
when they invest that money, now look at that. They invest that and they get them curves where they could get these huge returns. But when it finally trickles down to that $5 investor, you're the one that gets the 2 cents.
Yep.
So you got 2 cents on the return.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I mean,
Yeah.
and it's by design. It is what it is, you know. And a lot of, you know, the American people is convenient. You know, we don't have to watch the stock market and these things. People can kind of invest it for you, and for the most part, it's trouble free. So it's convenient, you know. But like you said, you just said it. You know, I would rather have a little bit more control. A little bit more. It's not guaranteed because we got a lot of 24-hour days, like we were just talking about earlier.
Yeah.
14-hour feeding days. Like it's go time. You know, every single time I'm gonna bet on me. Every time. Every time.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
and my wife and I, we talk about it all the time. Like if we're talking about just work ethic, you know, it's been times I'll go 24 hours just grinding. Like, oh, you hungry? You want to eat? You need to go to sleep? It is what it is. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
it is
go.
what it is. Let's get it.
Let's
My
go.
kids hate it because I be on them. I grind on them the same way. I push them the same way. Because you never know. This world can be really, really rough if you're not raised to be able to endure it. You gotta be able to endure it.
Yeah. So a lot of this stuff that I do now, like it's a segue to me getting to I call it freedom, because when I can get to a point to, like my grandfather, like they had an RV, they owned a company. If they wanted to leave tomorrow, they ain't had to ask nobody nothing.
Right.
The company flowed, like everything was good. They can go cross country and then come back home and be like, I'm tired of being here. I'm gonna go back. You know what I mean? They were able to do that. So everything that I'm doing is kind of like a segue to that. I just feel like this is a stepping stone that I gotta take to get to the next part.
Right. It is.
This is building this way up. This is gonna continue to basically tend to itself. And then whatever I do next, I'm gonna have to learn that all over again. That might be something totally. I might reach out to Jesus, teach me how to build guns. You know, like it might just be something else.
You gotta keep all those avenues open. It's funny you say that.
You better be ready for me to talk your ear off, bro.
Hey, I come from the same background. I build ARs. I'm a Glock armor. It's like it's the same concept. And at the same, I got my CDL, my Class A, and I never drive trucks. You know, but you want to be able to keep all.
It's better to have it. It's better to have it. Like you said, you mentioned CDL. Well, I don't know how to operate big rigs, but shit, I can wire a house.
Right.
I can weld some plates onto a vehicle.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you got that covered. You know, you gotta keep those avenues. You never know what you're gonna end up needing.
Computer,
especially being a family man. You know, come on, when all that stuff, business is down, you got to figure out where else you're gonna venture off to. So everything needs to make things more convenient. You know, and also the longevity of your business, solidifying your brand. People are gonna be able to reference you. You know, with your brand name, Peace and Pets, they're gonna be able to know, hey, he's been around for 10 years. You know, I mean, how many people, you know, haven't put themselves out there to even be noticed? You know, start from day one. You know, I was actually telling Banner the same thing. You know, Banner is huge. We were joking all at the beginning of this live because Banner is everywhere. Shout out to Banner. Banner is absolutely everywhere. She's picking up insane animals, quality animals. She's being smart, but the thing is her presence. You don't have to have things to sell to be involved in the industry. So it's very important because once you do have things, your name is already out there.
Already out there. And another thing with Banner is she's so out there where you ask a question, she can link you to the pinpoint of this person said this and this is what you need to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, I respect that because it's a lot of times where like I don't have the time to watch this or watch that. She'll be like, "Oh, you need to watch more lives," and that really touched me to really realize I do need to get back to it. You know what I mean?
You also understand how hard it is to catch all the lives that she's actually on because you've been trying to do these, and you're like, "Man, how is she doing this? This is great. She's everywhere." And you know,
catching the replays and everything, bro. Definitely.
She tells me no more auctions. Man. My ex-wife became my ex-wife for a fucking reason. Ain't nobody telling me what I can and cannot not buy. You know, if bills are paid, food on the table, and kids are clothes, I'm buying what I want.
So back to Banner, it was a question that came up earlier that DJ asked about building the rack, and she referenced your video. In your video, did you actually have the dimensions? Because I remember I watched it.
We didn't have the dimensions. So, and that's part of my kind of I get locked in on projects and I just go. So the main thing for every single rack that we built, I would kind of get in the realm. No. Hell no. But I get locked in. Audra got HDHD. Oh, horrible. But I get locked in and I ordered the exact tub, and then sometimes when you get tubs or anything, is not precise on the measurements. So I tried to make sure I get the tub in hand, and it was what it was. So once I got it in, I pretty much just did it right there on the spot. I know what the length, the depth, the width, and I measure all that out, and then I just start computing, putting pen to paper, and writing down, and just start making all my cuts. And I'm like a machine where I'll make all one cut all of at the same time and then go back, do all whatever adjustments. So I'll have piles of everything that I need, and then I'll go through and build it step by step by step. But I basically built the whole outline around each tub.
So basically, you built your whole LRS.
I draw everything out. I draw everything out.
Yeah, if y'all seen my rack, the first one I did, my son and his friend was at the house, and I had this little crate of rats. And I was like, man, look, we need to make a rat rack. So they was like, how do you do that? I said, I don't know, but this is what it looks like. And when I showed them the picture, they was like, I can do that. When I tell you, we probably used about 100 feet of wood and only got 2 tubs on this solar rack. It's secured to the ages, but it's everywhere. Like they got wood crossing. I'm like, good support. I'm like, I don't know if we needed that, but they could have built a rat house. Like, I'm literally gonna take it apart and just like build 2 whole separate racks out of it. I'm like, bro, but it was cool, you know what I mean? Like, had them out. We was in the yard. They was using sawzalls and drills, and it was a cool experience. So, yeah, like I need a blueprint.
I looked at a dude that moved up to him and his family moved up to Alaska, and they keep snakes and they breed their own rodents.
Oh wow!
And he made a killer maternity rack for his rodents, and he was using, I think it was like a smaller tub. So I was like, it's like rats aren't gonna, I can't do it that style. So what I did was I took the same dimensions and I drew it out. I was like, I can fit 5 10 series across and 3 FB20s across. I was like, I just split the levels. Bottom 3 for rats, middle 3 for ASFs, and the top 4 for mice if I have to. So that's literally how I built mine. The only mistake I did was not put that son of a bitch on wheels.
I put all eyes on wheels. I
should have put that shit on wheels.
Yeah.
Tried moving that the other day. I was like, oh, my back. I was like, nope. I'm putting this bitch right back down. Fuck this shit.
All on wheels. Yep.
Definitely need wheels for everything that you build, man.
Yeah, that was my mistake, man. I never again. So Nate puts wheels on his racks, so I'm happy for that.
I will say, as nice looking as the first setup that we made is, it was so involved. I mean, it was so involved. It was very like precise cuts and everything. The last 4 that I built was super easy. I mean, it was more like a machine, just run through it, and it's easier too to kind of maneuver them around. With that first big one, it's like literally 50 tubs on one rack. 50 tubs. Damn. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that you just stand in front of. And it's like the whole, it's like a wall.
Yep. Jeez. And then the last ones we did is the cement tubs, which I actually like a lot better, but it's 7 high and we got 4 of those. So we got 28 tubs of those going.
So you got a stepping stool?
Yeah, we got stepping stools like crack. I crack jokes on Darren all the time. You better have a stepping stool. Yeah. Well, so my theory behind that is this. Whatever space you have allotted for reptiles or rodents, whatever it may be, at the same time, like, it's so hard to expand. Let's say you max out your floor space. Once you max out your floor space, it's time to get another building or move locations. So before I even remotely get to that area, I want to make sure I maximize my height and everything along the way. So I know I'm maxed out if I'm really hitting that point. And also,
you can't go that high up. You're gonna need one of them Home Depot ladders.
Oh man, we got actually the Amazon specials are big. It's like 5 or 6 steps. Super light. I actually did a video on it, but we can go. In the facility we go up to 13 levels on the 55 40s. So we go 13 levels high. And then that one that I coined named Fort Knox. That's the new 10 series. You got the 10 series rack, I believe. The 6 across. Yeah. So that's the one that we got. So we got that one, and we're 17 levels on that.
God.
So 6 across, 17 levels. We're 102 tubs and 1 snake rack. Yeah,
bro.
Is that the 10 series?
That's the 10 series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
that's only got to be like about what? How tall is that?
It's right up there like, with them with 13 level, right up there next to the 13 levels on the 55 series.
So that's
like, it's gotta be like Almost 8 feet.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
Mhm.
That's crazy. If I can't see the animal, I can't take it out.
See, but with that ladder, I can see the animal and everything. Easy.
And then it comes striking out and you fall off the ladder and now you're out of commission. I couldn't do it.
True. I feel you.
Yeah. Me personally,
sign me up.
Personally, I could not do it, man. Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know. You know, everything now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, you want to do things as safe as possible. You want to make sure
You're gonna need a safety
your
harness,
animals and all that. But at the same time, I was just gonna go there. It's like there's a lot of things where you're like, oh well, if I fall, that's gonna be crazy. But the reason you're falling is because you jumped and you got scared of being bit, which I get that too. At the same time, we do things every day where we're like, ain't no way. I told people I would never. I'm scared of heights. I'm frightened by heights.
Terrified.
And I worked for Verizon in telecommunications when I was in Jersey.
You had to climb the pole.
Well, we had to climb the light poles all the way up to the top. We'd be 50 feet in the air. Hey, I had to take care of family. Had to get my check. Scared of heights. So it's like,
hey, that's real though. That's real. Because I'm the smallest man in my job.
At the same time, if I'm worried about my safety while I'm up here on this ladder, why am I worried? Well, I'm worried because I don't want to be bit. Well, if I get bit, it's not gonna be life threatening. It is what it is. I ain't gonna jump as long as you get bit. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's right.
Gotta be tight.
Hey, I took my OSHA 30. This is a true story. Took my OSHA 30. So OSHA 30, when I was working at the last company, that was only for supervisors, and I wasn't a supervisor. I took my OSHA 30 only so that I could say that's not safe. I'm not doing it. It was the whole purpose of taking OSHA 30. There's like, yeah, I need you to go up there and look at this pipe up on top of this. Nope, I can't do it. I don't got nobody with me. Can't do it. Standing on top of the roof of your van. Nope, can't do it.
Y'all doing crazy stuff.
Man, I'm gonna start taking pictures of the places that I am at work. I'm literally sometimes 30 feet in the air, sitting on a 2-inch pipe. No Diddy. Pause. Take that
out. Dude, I used to hate being strapped to like the tap right by for like the internet. And the ladders have hooks. But then sometimes them Jones like to scoot. I'm like, damn, I can't be tied to the pole real quick, bro. Like, let me tie it to the pole.
Yeah, because I know exactly what you're talking about.
I hated that shit.
We had to hook onto the strand.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that thing would be bungeeing
and
back.
You get them winds. They're like 20, 30 miles an hour.
Hey, what they tell you though, because normally you have this belt where if you're on a pole, you can wrap around the pole and hook
for
the safety. Well, when you're on a strand, you got to wrap over the strand and through your ladder.
Yep.
So when it goes back and forth, you hook to the strand hanging on. It's crazy.
Nope.
Nah, I can't do it. Like, no. So I got it on my deck. I'm in a 3-level townhouse. So my deck is on the middle level. To get to my gutters, it's just like one more level up. So I went and got a 6-foot ladder and set it on the deck. It's only 6 feet. But when I sit on the deck and look over, it looks like I'm like 50 feet in the air. So even on the 6-foot ladder on the deck, I'm coming down. My wife's like, you want me to do it? I'm like, yes. You can do it. I'm not doing it.
You're more bendable. You're more flexible. Kids are more flexible.
Yeah.
You'll rebound quicker.
Yeah. When they fall, you'll recover fast.
That's a fact, dude. My little man, he had his appendix surgery last year in January. And dude was up and running around less than a month, like after his surgery. And I'm like, man, that shit took me 6 months to recover from. And I was 21 when mine happened. 21. I was, man. He woke up out of the surgery. He's like, I want a burger. I'm like, boy, I want mac and cheese. Fuck a burger.
Yeah.
But kids, man, they're pliable little sons of guns.
Oh yeah, I know, man. I know all about it. Know all about that.
Yeah.
So
DJ is the only one with tough kids.
He's a
Yeah.
DJ.
Somebody
know
just said
about
I can't.
He is.
He's
So
like,
what
I ain't
is-
gonna do no.
These are all my kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody asked me that question the other day. They were like, well, how many kids you got? I was like, 2 human kids. And they looked at me weird as shit. I'm like, yeah. And like, what does that mean? Well, I got 64 snakes. They're my babies too.
Dang.
So
Yeah.
what would y'all tell yourselves, the 18-year-old version of yourself, being men? You know what I mean? Like, what would you tell the 18 version of yourself? 18-year-old.
That's hard for me because I like
been
being
18.
transparent and being real, but the 18-year-old me sound crazy. I would tell myself, don't go to college.
I told myself don't go to college, and I didn't. I went and got a trade.
Yeah, and that's what I wish I would have went and did instead of going to college.
So the reason I did that is because my cousin, he was always working, and then as soon as he graduated a year before me. He became an electrician, and I always was like, bro, that's instant death. Like if you touch the wrong thing, you're dead.
Right.
I was like, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Depends. 240 isn't too bad.
It does not.
240 isn't too bad.
It does not depend, bro. Like in Ocean 30, they showed
wait, Jesus, you got hit with 240 before? That's where the hair went?
Gone. It's gone.
That was a good one. No, but this happened because of my ex-wife.
Yeah, I feel you. Oh, but please, I understand.
No, but 240 ain't that bad, homie. It was like just a little
120. Bro, I got hit by 120 and I felt the tingle. Was like, I'm not doing this. That's crazy.
Nah, it ain't bad.
It tingles, bro. So
I mean, what's bad is what's bad if you grab like
tripping, DJ. I'm with you.
Power line, yeah.
240. Oh yeah.
Anything over 0 is a problem.
Exactly,
well,
bro.
I mean, so you guys can't handle like a tens unit or something?
Yeah, I hate the tens unit. I had to use that with football.
They put me on the live. I think it was on Ken's channel, on the Let Me Know channel. I have my tens unit right here.
Yeah,
right here to right here, and I had it on screen, cranked over, and I'm just sitting here talking to him, and my neck just
pulsating. Yeah, I hate them things.
240 ain't nothing.
You crazy.
I can't do it. But yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, it don't feel good, but you're still alive.
The school thing is a tough topic because I also think it depends on what field you choose to enter. I was into actually the business field, business administration, business management, and going to school.
I'm in that right now.
Well, you're a grown man, so I know you already come up with assumptions and context for yourself. So hopefully this don't sway you in a negative direction. But a lot of that stuff is just so wild that once you're done with school, you're really screwed. Because any managerial or professional business job, the system is really set up to screw you. So you go to that job and you apply, and they say, "Hey, we want somebody with experience." Well, the person with experience go to that job because they got 10 years experience. Oh, well, we need somebody with the diploma. So it's like they can pick and choose. They always going to back and forth. So it's tricky in that specific field.
But it's crazy because like a lot of my wife's cousins, they went to school. If you was to ask 2 of them, they'll say the same thing. Like, I don't care if my kids don't go to school. They say, I don't care if my kids don't go to college. And I'm like,
I went to go get my charge, assholes.
And I'm like, I get that. Because like I tell my son, I say, look, I'm gonna support whatever you want to do. I don't want you to go to school if you just going to party. I don't want you going. I'm not paying for that. When I know for a fact you can get a trade And if you get a trade, you're guaranteed for the rest of your life, like 6 figures. At this point, it's 6 figures after 5 years for the rest of your life. All you gotta do is stick with it. So that's my mindset with it. Like, definitely school.
I mean, and it's not a bad mindset to have because a lot of kids in this generation are just wasting their time in school. What are you going to school for if all you're doing is drinking and laying pipe?
That's real.
I mean, most of my drinking I did in the military.
Right.
Like, what I tell myself if I was 18, I'd be like, dude, do 20 years in the military and then retire out of the military.
Okay.
I wish I didn't get out because I wished I would have gone to some deployments that, would have been fun for me. But be it as it may, I would, do 20, get out, get your military pension, go find yourself another government job, and get that government pension when you do 20 years from that.
Yeah.
I wish I would have stayed in. I wish I didn't snap my leg in two, but be it that happened.
So you get disability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I take disability over staying in personally.
Yeah,
depending on how much it is, and like if you recover from it.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, I recovered from my injury, but then again, I'm going to the VA hospital every 3 months and getting injections in my spine. So
right.
There's what?
Damn.
Yeah, every 3 months.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
All right, DJ, what would you tell yourself, your 18-year-old self? You ain't that young, bro. You 2 years younger than me.
How old is
How old is everybody on the
DJ,
panel to be asking this
40,
question?
45, 40, 44, 45? DJ.
DJ.
I think DJ and Jesus the same age.
Really?
How old are you, DJ?
I got hair on my head. I don't know what you got going on.
Nah, y'all like the same age, bro.
No way.
I'm 32, bro. I'll be 33 in
Bullshit. I'm calling, but I need to see ID. You know, man. He said 32. He looked about 40.
hey, actually, on that note, when I was 18 and I was at a blood drive, some lady confused me for being 28 because she wanted to take me home, and she was an off-duty cop.
Wow.
She was like, "How old are you?" I was like, 18. She was like, "Oh my God, you're too young." I was like, "Nope."
Hey,
Let's boogie.
That's cool. So DJ, you 26?
Who?
Nah,
you 26? DJ, you 26? You said?
No, he's 32.
Oh, 32. Okay.
32.
I'm 34.
Ooh.
Brandon?
Yeah, I'm 37.
37.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Brandon was dirt.
We ain't gonna ask him because out of seniority.
I'm 41. Yeah, I got seniority. Damn.
Just off the wheel.
Hey, Will got the AAA membership already.
Yeah.
He got the ARP.
KG pulled his out the last time.
Oh, he did. He had the card. Oh my God.
Oh, mission is 54.
Yeah, but that ain't even fair though, because KJ always crack on him. He peepart age. He up there.
Yeah.
KG,
But the good thing I like though is like he's having fun.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you can
he's in
really
his fun
see he's
stage,
having
man.
fun. And he always says like how much longer could I do this? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's gonna be a time where I'm gonna have to hand this over and y'all run it. You know what I mean? So he always dropping gems, and I like that about him. Like that's some stand-up guy stuff right there.
Yeah, think about it. Looking at the panel, you got 2 bald guys and 2 guys with hair.
Right. But think about it, man. How many different things you've been involved in where you're like, dang, I wish somebody told me what was really up. And you have so many people now in the industry now that do. You have a lot that don't, but they do tell you like what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I appreciate it. Like, especially you. I be thinking I'd be having some good ideas, and he's like, no, I'm like, what?
Gotta shoot it straight.
He's
He's like, wait a minute, no,
man, no, that's not what we doing. No, I'm like, dang. I'm like, hold up, let me ask somebody else. He tripping. Let me ask somebody else.
And you should though. You should ask several people. You know, you should
but
definitely.
A lot of times, I'll be honest. Like a lot of times, people say the same thing. I'm not asking nobody. I don't put myself on a level with nobody because like everyone says, anyone can surpass anyone. But when it comes to knowledge, you can't say that.
Right.
Like experience and knowledge is totally different from breeding a snake and being able to buy a project. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I definitely be asking questions, man. Like the same way I am here, the same way I am in y'all DMs. Like it's nothing different. It's nothing different.
Yeah, and I always prefix everything. I'm like, hey, you want me to shoot it to you straight? I'm gonna tell you straight. People like, damn,
that ain't the way. People like, that's a good one. But no, no. What you gonna hold back a mail for?
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny,
man.
And then you start talking to other people because I talked to KG. I met KG doing this, and a lot of stuff is like he's spitting the same stuff. He's like, man, I ain't holding back no mail. It got to be very specific in that mail category to hold it back, because you got to think about the people holding back quality mails that are top tier or ahead in the industry. That's because those males, they can't go out and buy those males that they're holding back. So, when you already buying in, that means you already have stock from somewhere. You grew it out, you bred it. Whatever male you produce, for the most part, you're going to be able to buy it somewhere. It's not 100% of the time, but you're going to be able to buy it somewhere. So it's like you want to hold back them females and keep leveling them up. Every couple, we're going to be letting female breeder girls go every single year. We're going to be letting them go because we're going to be adding more genes, more defined with certain projects, and at some point we'll be able to not have single gene, which is nothing wrong with single gene clown or single gene pod, because our single gene pod may be also double het hypo ultra male, and that's like, oh, that's our bottom tier. And you're like, that's the bottom tier? Like, yeah, that's our bottom tier we're building off of. But you can't get there unless you move. Yeah, you got to move stuff. You got to move stuff because it also depends on your growth and where you range for your size. I don't want 500. I don't want 700. I just don't. When it's just me and Audra and the kids that's gonna be going to football and wrestling and all this, man. That's crazy. So you might as well just keep graduating. And I think people don't put enough weight on the fact of genetic testing is going to make things, it's a great thing, it's positive, and I love it. But if you thought things was moving fast before, they really about to move fast now. And we already seeing it. Oh, you want a clown pie? You go get you a clown pie, $500, get you a male. And you're like, golly, a year, 2 years ago, a clown pie male was 2 bands. Yeah, well, shoot. Next thing you know is going to be the clown hypopod. Give it 2 years. That's going to be your $1,000 snake, $900. Because people are going to add incomplete dominance. There's going to be more sophistication to these programs than just simple combos.
I hope some of the stuff I want to do don't drop in price.
Where you go?
I think somebody either is calling him or he accidentally hit the.
Cause I was about to say, in reference to what he just said, I feel like, man, although I know it's just a personal opinion, I feel like the prices of things like that, when it comes to like double recessives and stuff like that, I feel like it also should, granted, like, more people will probably hit certain things, but it's still a game of chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can happen. You still could not hit that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's if you're using hets, though.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Because he was saying hypo
But I'm
clown
saying-
pie visual.
Yeah, but I'm saying you have to get the hypo clown pie visual. You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
still
that's
gotta
what he was
feel
talking
like-
about.
He's saying in a year, hypo clown pie visual might be $900. Where right now it might be $3,000. You see what I'm saying? Like he's saying because everything's moving so fast. Yeah, because everything moves so fast, it's gonna be cheaper later on.
Well, I get that. I'm just saying, I still feel like because bro, it's still gonna be hard for you to hit a three G. Granted, even though it's just the basics, but a 3 gene recessive, you don't think that'll still be hard to hit? Like that's what I'm saying.
Because if you got hypo clown visual, you're not gonna have that on both sides. Like the chance that you having that on both sides is slim. Yeah.
Slim. That's what I'm saying. It's still gonna be hard for you to hit. Now, unless you did something unless you did something like hold on, he came back. So look, so what I was saying was I lost my train of thought. Now, what I was saying was when they came to the so I think like what you were saying made a lot of sense. I just feel like though it's kind of like sucks that the fact that if you hit a hypo clown, like you said, a hypo clown, we said hypo clown pod or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
In 2 years, and the price for it dropped, let's say it's $3,000 now, and the price of that dropped down to $1,000 in 2 years, it's kind of effed up because it's still a game of chance. I think. Well, it's not a game of chance.
No, because this is why. So, in reality, again, I don't want to talk out of place. I just want to make a valid point. So, if you buy a hypo clown pie and it's $3,000, and 2 years from now, that same combo is $1,000 or $900. In my opinion, that's where people are losing sight on what's the goal. If your goal in any program you're in, your end game is to produce more of what you have, you're already losing. Okay, so if your end game is to produce more hypo clown pies, you're already losing. Now, your game needs to be continue to stack up. Whatever your lane is, just make it your own lane. Therefore, you already got the triple. You may now be producing single visual, double het something with codoms. You may be producing double visual het this with codoms. So essentially, everything you're producing is probably going to have more value than that $900 triple visual at that time. You have to figure out a way to continue to step forward. You see what I'm saying? Same thing like clown pie. Buy a $500 clown pie. It's nothing wrong with that. Because guess what? If you're sitting there with, a pie, clown hat pie with 2 and 3 codoms, you're set up for success. You got 4 of them females, you're set up for success. You breed that double visual. No matter what you miss on the visual side, it's going to be 100% head. Pie heads. Because you got the double visual male. So that $500 male is extremely powerful put to the right females. But at the same time, you may produce clown pods with none of the codoms in the mix as some of your offspring. Are you going to be disappointed because the 20 babies you produced ended up giving you 2 clown pies with no other incomplete dominant genes that 2 years from now are only worth $250? No, them 2 babies out of the 20 just paid for the male that you bought for $500, and you got 18 other babies. So I think we lose sight on kind of pushing your programs forward. That's so, and it's funny you brought that up because that's the problem with like the bells. The bells are beautiful snakes. They are absolutely beautiful snakes. The all white snakes are beautiful snakes, but for me, I think the problem comes in is where you aim to hit them. They need to be something that you end up hitting and you enjoy as a byproduct of something else you were chasing. You see what I'm saying? So if you hit them and they're a byproduct of something else you were chasing, think about it. You're going after certain combos and you hit an all white snake and you don't know whether the all white snake is a clown pie, this or that. It's okay because you were chasing something else.
So with my situation, like I just hit the bells, but I hit them on purpose. You know,
Right.
I'm holding back a male because I already have the mom is super lesser. So I'm holding back a male. And I'm doing that only because the shows, like if I'm doing educational shows, I pull this out. These kids gonna want this, you know what I mean? And I'm not mad to sell it to them for $100. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be feeling like, oh, I'm losing out because this is a jam pack, this, that, and the third. Like I'm not worried about that aspect. It's only gonna be one. I'm only doing one pair of bells. I'm not doing like this one and trying to make 5 clutches of bells a year. No, it's only gonna be 1 clutch of bells a year. I'm gonna probably do like 1 clutch of pies a year. If they're not, that's just basic pies.
Right.
Maybe hit Ultra Mill or something because I have him, but I sell him as just like Ultra, just pie level stuff. But everything else after that, I want to make it more in depth to help grow my collection.
Mm-hmm. And again, I don't think it's bad. What's going on?
I gotta bounce because these little demon kids are doing something downstairs that they shouldn't be.
Yeah, me too. I gotta get up out of here. Get ready for bed in the morning. But yeah, definitely, I'm gonna be back on here next week too. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
Will was talking to me.
Oh,
you guys can stay on.
Good. I'm gonna
put on the TV. I'm putting on TV while I'm
definitely. And I'll button it up real quick. What I was gonna say as far as with the bells, be careful aiming for lower end stuff. So when you aim for the lower end stuff, like even like you were saying, even a pod clutch, it's cool to hit a pod clutch, but you gotta think of, or I would think of one step above, like I was just talking about. Have a pod, but now your lower end pie, even stuff that you're letting out to the public because you have enough holdbacks, is now a pod female that's also double het hypo and ultra male. And you got 8 of them in the tubs. So now you're like, oh, well, I produced this and I'm going to put 2 out there into, population for other people to be able to enjoy. Now, you as a consumer, you as a customer now you're in the market, you're looking for a pod girl. Okay. And you see, again, as we move forward, prices are going to keep coming down. So when you see a pod girl that you need for your collection, we're saying, and it's just single gene pod, beautiful. Is that for you or could that be for someone else? That's probably going to be for someone else when you come across that and you say, all right, that pod girl is $300, $400. Wait a minute. What is this one? That's a pod double het hypo ultra male and it's $700. I can get that. I want that. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't looking for that, but I'm like, why is somebody selling that? Because this guy got 8 of them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what made you make that decision? Because it had something that was different than what the other 1,000 pods you see up there. Now, that one you're going to have in your collection a lot longer because now after you make your pods, you're going to keep it around. Maybe you might make some hypo pods. Maybe you might make some ultra male pods. But it'll end up being one of the last snakes that you end up letting go and graduating from.
Right,
See?
because you got other ways you can go with it.
Yep.
So I'm in that position right now. I have literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pod females with nothing else. I mean, they got like codons in them and stuff, but everything that I'm making with them is gonna be either het ultra male or it's gonna be double het ultra male hypos. So like after the first time of holding them back, now these passes hex. You know what I mean? Like I really have I'm gonna have to keep it for the 3 years just because the other babies got to grow up. They still at the same time they pets now.
Yep. And then as the kid continues to move on, even higher projects going to end up being pets. The more and more people hit them, you're going to bring it back down to the pet level, which is fine. That's the natural motion of things. That's just how things work. But I think when people think of like even nobody takes it as crap talking, but like the Pompeii, beautiful snake. It's like what $8,000-$9,000. At some point, that's going to be a pet snake. No time soon, but at some point it will be.
you know, and then what will be the combos? Then the sky's so many jeans in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So many jeans in the mix. The sky's the limit.
Hey, I think the Pompeii will be a pet snake pretty soon. Everyone has the ingredients. Everybody got the ingredients. I'm not saying in terms of like $200, but in terms of like,
I think as we move forward more and more. See, the thing is, I don't think it's necessarily just having the ingredients. It's more so you gotta think about it. How many genes is it? I think it's like 5 or 6 genes. So it's like you can have, you know, one or the other. You put them together, you got to make sure all of them hit, and you may have to do that 2 years in a row. But once you have one snake with the majority of the genes in, and you're adding multiple other snakes that just have what it needs, now you're going to hit a lot more because you increase the odds. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah. Gee,
that's what I need to be doing. But let me go ahead and drop this live for the night, fellas. I appreciate y'all rocking with me for 2.5
you know
hours.
You know it.
Y'all live. Y'all are funny as hell. But yeah, you know, we'll be back this week, same time. Church of Will, Flawless Will. Church of hopefully I can get KG to come on here, man. KG been playing.
He said he only coming on if you give out the Glizzy Award.
He actually been paying attention to Drake and Kendrick Lamar, right?
Yeah, him and Darren.
Man, yeah, they've been going back and forth on that beef. But
I'll tap in.
I appreciate it. Got you. Facts. Other than that, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Y'all make sure y'all share, comment, like, and subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all follow these guys that been hopping in on the show with us. And you know what I'm saying? Till the next one. We love y'all. Peace. We out.